Hi, my name is Rachel, and I've decided to start a special effects makeup tutorial channel on YouTube. I got into special effects makeup back in October. It was a few weeks before Halloween started, and once I started, I just really picked up on it, and I really got into it, and I decided to start this channel to kind of teach you guys that have complimented me on it how to do it yourself. So the type of look that I'm going to be doing today is a look that I initially started with when I first started, and that is bruises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to do a bruised eye and also to add to it a busted lip. So in order to make it look like you have a bruised or black eye, you need some bruise tones, and what I have are a light green, a light yellow, a blood red, a black, and a really dark reddish purple. And you want to build these up in layers by starting with the green and yellow all around this area of your eye. Then you want to use the red around the eye socket and bring it down a little bit onto the cheekbone. And then you want to use the black and the dark purple around the eye socket because that's where you want the bruise to start. And once you build up all these layers and make it blend it all together, it's going to look really realistic. And if when you first start it doesn't look realistic, don't get discouraged, because a lot of times with special effects makeup it doesn't look complete or real until you're completely finished. So you just got to give it some time, put in some effort, use a lot of patience, and you'll be able to get it. So first what you need is a cosmetic sponge, and I'm using one that I was using earlier for another look. And what you want to do is the flat part of the sponge, you want to rip it out and make holes in it, because this is going to give you the broken capillaries look around the eye, which is going to make it look more realistic. So I am just going to start, again, I'm going to start with the green, and I'm going to go in the yellow, and then the red, and then the purple, and then the black. And it's going to build it up, and once you keep doing that, it's going to look great. So once you're finished building up all the layers, it should look something a little bit like this. And once you've gotten to this step, you can move on to the busted lip part. Now, I'm going to be using Ben 9 Nose and Scar Wax for this. This is great for making cuts and busted lips and what have you. So when you want to use this on your lips, you have to make sure your lips are completely dry, and you're going to want to use spirit gum, which is an adhesive, and you're going to want to put that on beforehand and then tap it until it becomes tacky. And then once that happens, you are able to apply the Scar Wax. So now that you have the scar on your lip, you're going to want to smooth it out with your fingers. And a lot of times people like to have makeup remover on their fingers when they're handling nose and scar wax, but to me that just makes it slip and slide all over your skin. So I just keep using my fingers and wiping them off on a tissue once I'm done. But you want to make sure that's nice and smooth so you can go ahead and put the castor sealer on after you make the cut afterwards. Now that you have the castor sealer on top of the latex, you're going to want to wait until that's completely dry, and then once it is dry, you're going to want to put on a setting powder, and the setting powder that I'm using is the Makeup Forever HD powder. So I'm going to sit around and wait for that to dry, and then once it's dry, I'll put on the powder, and I'll get into making it look bloodier. So this just finished drying, and I just put on the setting powder. So now that you have all that done, you are going to want to take your blood red and a little bit of fake blood, and I have the Ben Nye Thick Blood, which I'm going to use. So you're going to want to take this and paint the inside of the cut and get it a little bit around and also on the top of your lip, and then you're going to want to take the thick blood and put it in the cut as well and a little bit around it. Put the blood everywhere in the cut and around my lips, and now that I did that, I want to actually go back in with some of the darker purple and red around the lip just to make it look a little bit swollen too and look like that's bruised as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now for the last part. This sounds like the most disgusting part, but it really ties in the whole look together. I'm going to take some of the thick blood and I'm going to spread it over my teeth, because when you get a busted lip and it bleeds, it's going to get all in your mouth. But before you do this, you want to check and definitely make sure that whatever you're putting in your mouth is non-toxic or it's safe to use in your mouth. I know that they definitely do have some products where it actually looks like nail polish and it tints your teeth. But I just checked, and the Ben Nye Thick Blood is safe to use in your mouth. You just can't ingest it. So before you go ahead and do this step, just make sure you have something that is non-toxic and is safe to put in your mouth. And that's it. That's all you need to do in order to make a black eye and a busted lip. I hope you guys like this. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video. And I'll see y'all next time. Ew! It's disgusting. I think this part is harder than actually putting it on. What the hell?